to this whiskey in the dark. Yeah, I've been talking to this whiskey in the dark. Only thing that listens to my broken heart. Cigarette burning slow in my trembling hand. Yeah, that cigarette burning slow in my hand. Like the last good love I couldn't understand. Girl, got Delta dust settled on my old shoes. Yeah, that Delta dust settled on my old shoes. Every step I take just brings back you. While I confess all my mistakes, oh, smoke rising up to the ceiling slow. Yeah, that blue smoke rising soft and low, carrying secrets nobody should know. Oh, when the last drop hits this dusty floor. Yeah, when the last drop hits that old wood floor, I'll still be knocking on your memory's door. Screen door slap like a promise half kept. That summer the air thick with honeysuckle and dread. You smelled of creek water and something wild, untamed. A whiskey kiss, a whispered name. Whiskey kisses, yeah, they linger long, like a sad old fiddle playing a forgotten song. Dusty road stretching to where I never knew. But every mile my heart kept calling back to you. Your mama's eyes when you packed that beat-up car. Said you were chasing some ghost, some distant star. Left a note on the table, just a single faded word. My name, scratched out, barely heard. Whiskey kisses, yeah, they linger long, like a sad old fiddle playing a forgotten song. Dusty road stretching to where I never knew. But every mile my heart kept calling back to you. Like stones in a riverbed, the scent of pine, the words you never said. Did you find that star? Was it worth believing? Still taste that whiskey, still feel the grieving. Whiskey kisses, yeah, they linger long, like a sad old fiddle playing a forgotten song. Dusty road stretching to where I never knew. But every mile my heart kept calling back to you. You were late for the movie, dropped your popcorn on my shoes, laughed so hard in the lobby, I forgot to be confused. You talked over the previews like we'd met here before. I kept thinking on the drive home, I want 1,000 nights or more. You traced the maps in the window fog, said I get lost inside my head. I said maybe I can meet you there. You smiled and changed the subject instead. This is our quiet story, spilled coffee, cheap wine, old hoodies, every day a little more. Don't go, you turn your face toward morning, breathing soft against my shoulder, and I swear that's all I need to know. Our quiet story keeps getting louder in my soul. We fought over nothing on Tuesday, both too tired to say we're wrong. You cried into my sweatshirt, I hummed your favorite song. You tape notes to the fridge door. Buy milk, be kind, call me. Somehow in those crooked letters I saw everything I'd ever need. You said, what if this all falls apart? What if someday you just leave? I said, love is just a daily choice, and I'm choosing you as far as I can see. Yeah, this is our quiet story. Spilled coffee, cheap wine, old hoodies. Every day a little more, don't go. You turn your face toward morning, breathing soft against my shoulder, and I swear that's all I need to know. Our quiet story keeps getting louder in my soul. Someday we'll be telling this over dishes in a smaller place. Photos curling on the mirror, new lines written on your face. But I'll still spot you in a crowd, heart still racing like day one. Same old laugh in a different jacket, same old day, and I'm still done. Cheap wine, old hoodies. Every day a little more, don't go. You turn your face toward morning, breathing soft against my shoulder, and I swear that's all I need to know. Our quiet story, yeah. Our quiet story is my favorite way to grow. We were coffee at midnight, cold hands, shared cold. You trace futures on napkins like you already knew the notes. You said, I don't rate people, not small, look down. I believed every word of it. Guess I'm learning better now. This is love that cuts, not holes, like glass in my hand. When I pull you close, I bleed in the places you kiss the most. Call it fate, I call it almost. This is love that burns, not warms. You crash through my chest like a quiet storm. Say it's my choice every time I stay, but you never look away. All your texts say miss you, all your eyes say run. You keep one foot on my doorstep, one foot pointed toward the sun. You show up when I'm healing with that same soft hey. You don't ask what you're taking, You just asked if you can stay. Is it love that cuts, not holds? Like glass in my hands when I pull you close. I bleed in the places you kiss the most. You call it fate, I call it almost. There's a love that burns, not warms. You crash through my chest like a quiet storm. Say it's my fault every time I stay, but you never walk away. If I let go, will you shatter, or will you break in anyway? If I walk out, will it matter, or will you just find another place to stay? Is it love that cuts, not holds? Like glass in my hands when I pull you close. I bleed in the places you kiss the most. You call it fate, I call it almost. Is it love that burns, not warms? You crash through my chest like a quiet storm. Say it's my fault every time I stay, but you never walk away. You showed up late, hair in a knot, shoes in your hand said they burned my drink. But you laughed as it stained your wristband. Paper coffee cups, name spelled wrong, heart spelled right. You took my sleeve and drew a crooked star in blue pen ink that night. I fell in love in a halfway moment, between your joke and the way you sighed. You said your heart was a work in progress. I said mine was mostly patched with twine. You tapped your cup, said here's my number if you're feeling stuck. I never called, I just showed up. And that was us, paper coffee cup. First fight in June, over dishes and the rent. You cried on the couch, said this is not how love's supposed to feel, is it? I swept the floor. You wiped your eyes with my old shirt. We both stayed small till you reached for me and whispered, we can learn. I fall in love every quiet moment. Traffic lights and your tired eyes. You say your heart still needs some mending. I say mine still pulls you back each time. We raise our cups to all the times we almost gave it up. We don't give up, we just fill back up. Yeah, that's our luck. Paper coffee cup. Paper coffee cup. You showed up late, coffee stain on your sleeve, laughing at yourself like it didn't mean anything. You talk too fast, I forgot my own name. Stirring sugar in my cup just to hide my shaking hands. That was the first time I felt home, not a place, just you alone, in the corner of that crowded room. Every noise just faded soon. If this is all I ever know, I'm okay to let the rest all go. 'Cause my heart found its story when it rhymed with yours. We missed our bus, walked 3 miles in the rain, shoes soaked through, but you swore you liked the day. You traced your dreams on the fogged up window glass, said, promise you'll remind me if I ever lose this laugh. That was the first time I felt home, not a place, just you alone, in the quiet of that empty street, puddles shining at our feet. If this is all I ever know, I'm okay to let the old plans go. 'Cause my heart changed its storyline when it tangled up with yours. Years from now, if our hair turns gray and thin, will you tell that same bad joke just to see me breathe again? Oh, I'll hold all your little ways like pictures in my mind. Every every day, the same two hands choosing me, choosing you. Every time, this is the way that I feel. Not a place is skin and bone. Every morning on that worn out couch, you're half awake, don't leave the house. If this is all I ever know, I won't ask the story to go any further than this simple truth. My heart is home when it sits with you. Got dust on this porch and dust in my soul. Yeah, there's dust on this porch, dust in my soul. Been sitting here drinking, losing control. This old wooden floor keeps creaking my name. Yeah, that old wooden floor keeps calling my name. Like every bad choice and every shame. Beside me and a Bible unopened. Yeah, that Bible beside me, that Bible unopened. One gives me fire, the other just hoping. Cicadas crying in the Delta night sound like my sins, trying to fight. I told that whiskey all the truth I know. Yeah, told that whiskey everything I know. this broken chair. Yeah, when that morning sun finds me here, I'll still be haunted by the smoke in the air. Have a pack on your side of the scene. Your jacket still hangs where you left it last spring. Empty glass on the nightstand we bought. Smells like your perfume. Something I lost. You were my bad idea, my favorite mistake, burning my lungs every drag that I take. You were the last warm swallow in a bottle gone dry. Still gives me high. Your name on a napkin, crumpled in my jeans. I said I was fine. You read through the scene. You kissed like a promise. You left like a dare. Now I talk to the shadows that sit in your chair. You were my bad idea, my favorite mistake, burning my lungs every drag that I take. You were the last warm swallow in a bottle gone dry. Her love story still gets me high. I should have quit you like I quit last fall, but I lied you again every time that you call. Mistake, burning my lungs every drag that I take. You were the last warm swallow in a bottle gone dry. Her love story I keep telling till it finally died. rain falling down. Yeah, it's 2 in the morning, cold rain falling down. Street lights flicker on this empty side of town. Got my coat pulled tight, walking slow through the night. Yeah, I got my coat pulled tight, walking slow through the night. Every step I take just don't feel right. Your memories whispering like a ghost in my ear. Yeah, your memories whispering like a ghost in my ear. Saying things I never wanted to hear. There's a saxophone crying from a bar down the road. Yeah, that saxophone crying from a bar down the road. Sounds like my heart carrying a heavy load. I tried to drown these blues in a bottle of red. Yeah, I tried to drown my blues in a bottle of red. But they keep on knocking inside my head. Maybe someday I'll let your memory go. Maybe someday I'll let your memory go. But tonight these lonely streets won't let me go. Hear that southbound train rolling through the night. Yeah, that southbound train rolling through the night. Sounds like my poor heart trying to make things right. Got a one-way ticket and a suitcase in hand. Yeah, a one-way ticket and a suitcase in hand. Ain't nothing left for me in this town to stand. Station light blowing on this empty track, yeah. Yeah, those station lights glowing on this empty track. Every mile I ride, I ain't looking back. Conductor calling out the next small town. Yeah, the conductor calling, but I don't slow down. Trying to outrun this love that let me down. Window glass shaking with a lonesome sound. Yeah, that window glass shaking with a lonesome sound, like the last goodbye when she turned around. Maybe somewhere down that long steel line. Yeah, somewhere down that long steel line, I'll leave these midnight blues behind. I've been sitting in this bar since the sun went down. Yeah, I've been sitting in this bar since the sun went down. Got that old jukebox crying and my baby ain't around. Got a glass full of whiskey and a heart full of pain. Yeah, a glass full of whiskey and a heart full of pain. Every drop I'm drinking, calling out her name. There's a shadow on the wall where she used to stand. Yeah, that shadow on the wall where she used to stand. Now it's just me and this guitar in my trembling hand. Train rolling slow on the midnight line. Yeah, that lonesome train rolling on the midnight line. Wish it could carry these broken dreams of mine. These neon lights flicker like my restless soul. Yeah, those neon lights flicker like my restless soul. Trying to find some peace that I can't control. Maybe tomorrow the morning sun will shine. Yeah, maybe tomorrow that morning sun will shine. But tonight it's just this whiskey and these blues of mine.
You laughed at the bird, said you liked it that way. Cheap bottle on the counter, but you felt expensive that day. Your head on my shoulder, old flannel, bare feet. Trace my scar with your finger, said some herbs stay sweet. I taste the whiskey on your lips every time I close my eyes. The slow fire, that soft kiss, turn a small town into sky. If I live 100 years, through every doubt and every fear, I'll taste the whiskey on your lips and know I'm still here. We danced in the kitchen, floor cold, hearts warm. You hummed some made-up tune. I swore I'd keep you from storms. You said love me when I'm reckless, love me when I'm scared. I raised my glass up trembling, said I'm already there. Taste the whiskey on your lips every time I close my eyes. The slow fire, that soft kiss, turned a small town into sky. If I live 100 years, through every doubt and every fear, I'll taste the whiskey on your lips and know I'm still here. Maybe we'll fade, maybe we won't. taste the whiskey on your lips, and know I'm still here. We'll faced, we'll fast, I taste whiskey, no, I'm still here. You laughed at the burns and have tasted whiskey on your lips. You laughed at the burns. You laughed at the burn. 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 You laughed at the I said you laughed at the burn. You left your sweater on the back of that chair, lipstick on a coffee cup, like you're still there. My phone lights up the table with the fight we never finished. Every word we threw like glass, still cutting in the kitchen. So I pour my heart in this glass of brown, chase your name, then I swallow it down. Whiskey on the counter, your ghost in my mouth. If this is love, it sure knows how to bleed bleed out. Your key is by the doorway, right where you threw it. Said you're tired of the promises and how I blew through them. I said I'd change tomorrow, then tomorrow came and went. Now tomorrow's just a bar stool and a pocket full of rent. So I pour my heart in this glass of brown, chase your name, then I swallow it down. Whiskey on the counter, your ghost in my mouth. If this is love, it sure knows how to bleed out. Smoke in the lungs, can't take it back. Tell me, did I lose you or just let you go? 'Cause I'm still drinking to a past only I know. Yeah, I pour my heart in this glass of brown, call your name, then I wash it down. Whiskey on the counter, your ghost in my mouth. If this is love, it sure knows how to bleed out. You left your sweater on the back of that bar stool. Smelled like smoking summer, and everywhere I lost you. Your laugh still lean on the jukebox by the door. I drink your ghost in circles till I can't feel you anymore. This whiskey tastes like you, burns the same way going through. I chase your name like it's something I can chew. Bottle on the table, healing, why am I needing you more? This whiskey tastes like you, last sip of you. Lipstick stain still bleeds on my glass. Tiny red reminder of everything we crashed. I try to blame the night for what I couldn't say, but every drop just tells me I drove you away. This whiskey tastes like you, burns the same way going through. I chase your name like it's something I can chew. Bottle on the table, heart on the floor. If this is healing, why am I needing you more? This whiskey tastes like you. Last sip of you. Bartender kills the light, says, son, that's enough. But he never loved your stubborn eye, never lost this kind of love. So I raise one more to the mess we made, to the ring in my pocket, and the words I never said. This whiskey tastes like you, burns the same way going through. I chase your name like it's something I can't undo. Bottle on the table, heart on the floor. If this is healing, what am I hurting you for? Oh, this whiskey tastes like you. Yeah, this whiskey tastes like you. Last sip of you. Cold wind blowing down Old State Street tonight. Yeah, that cold wind blowing down Old State Street tonight. Cutting through my bones under neon light. Got my hands in my pockets here, hanging low. Yeah, my hands in my pocket, heart moving slow. Ever since she told me she had to go, taxi lights, passing light, memories and rain. Yeah, those taxi lights, passing light, memories and rain. Every one of them whispering her name. Yeah, singing about love that never stays the same. I dropped $1 in his old guitar case. Yeah, I dropped $1 in his old guitar case. Saw my own tears running down his face. Maybe someday this cold wind will die. Yeah, maybe someday these hard winds will die. Till then I'll keep singing these late night blues of mine.